cars and they all that, we call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah, what it do? Penthouse, man, what a view. Fall back cause I'm coming through with my whole team. They coming too, that's real. Too real. Motherfucker, tell me how you feel.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gents. It is time for the handbrake setup. This is all kind of, I jerry-rigged this all together, kind of cheap, not cheap, sort of, but I'm gonna make it work. Finally, today is the day to get set up. Thank you, Eric Trimmer. He is letting me use this caliper right here. That's from a Jixer or something. It'll do the trick. Got some new brake pads for it that were expensive as shit. Got Timbo stunts. I got this nice master from him for a pretty good price. He also got me this brake line for a good price. We got the NDC rear bracket here we're going to be bolting onto. We got some brake lines. Got the reservoir, front pads I might do today, and you know, stickers to add some horsepower. Well, let's get started. Well, alright, I saved you guys all the boring stuff. After half an hour, 45 minutes of figuring out what works best, this is what I have. So we got the rear caliper set up here. It's a caliper from a Jixer, I don't know what year. Got it bolted into the NDC, and the line I have runs up through here. It goes underneath near the rectifier and kind of follows this line underneath the tank. And I found it's best for it to come through here and over with the least amount of strain on the stainless steel line. And this part was probably the hardest to figure out what I was going to do with the handbrake and the clutch. I'm definitely going to have to get a longer lever because my middle finger and my index keep wanting to hit each other, but this is the best I can get it for right now, and it'll work. I'm going to get a longer stock lever from a friend and get that on there, and it'd be way better so I can actually move this thing out and adjust it a little bit more. Anyways, that's the setup. Now it's just time to bleed the brakes. This is by no means a how-to video, but maybe you can learn from my mistakes and get the general idea from how to set up your handbrake. Alright, here's the next step. So, here's how you kind of attempt to bleed your brakes on your own. I've never done it like this. I've heard people doing it, so I'm gonna try it. I don't have anybody with me, so take it off the rear, put it up here, make sure you put a cloth under it so you don't get brake fluid all over your seat or wherever it may be. Get yourself some tubing. This is just some airline tubing from an aquarium store down to your reservoir, bottle, whatever you may use. Fluid goes in here, pull that, twist, and release. We're going to attempt to do this by ourselves. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Best of luck. Brake fluid. Where's the brake fluid? I thought there was a big ass bottle over here somewhere.
Well, this turned out to be an unexpected moto vlog. I couldn't find any brake fluid at all in my garage, so I gotta go pick some of that up, or this build's completely pointless. After I do that, I'm planning to go to Lowe's, and I'm gonna see if I can get some washers and make the fucking caliper be a little bit more, have a little more brake. I can't talk. Have a little bit more contact with the brake. Have a little more contact with the brake pads, because with the spacers I'm using, it is only getting about half the brake pads, so I can contact that because the way the screws are. So I'm gonna stop by here, get some brake fluid, and we'll go by Lowe's, get some other stuff. Thank you.
I like the camera, man. It records while you ride it?
Yeah, when I choose to.
The camera works when you're using it?
Yeah, I can turn it on and off as I want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make YouTube videos.
It keeps track of what you did the whole time.
Yeah.
And it keeps recording.
Yeah.
That's cool. Cool. This is nice, man.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta fill it every 2 days or every day?
Like once a week.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have to fill it that much. Depends how much I ride. Yeah, on the Grom. This one will do about 60. Some modded ones will do 70 and 80.
And Grum is the manufacturer?
No, it's a Honda.
Oh, it's a Honda Grum.
Yeah.
Oh, are they expensive?
About 3,000 brand new.
A what?
About 3,000 brand new.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, mine's really modified, but yeah, for the basic bike.
39. Oh, you got the gold Grum?
Yeah. Well, that was an interesting interaction. My Grom's bright and colorful, so I guess it always draws a lot of attention. Alright, I got my DOT3 fluid. I don't know if you're supposed to use 3 or 4. I've heard both. I'm using 3, and let's just see what the fuck happens. Now let's go to Lowe's and find ourselves some washers. If not, it's not the end of the world. I can either get a bigger rotor or figure something out. This whole space is mine. Well, those are the bolts I just got. I'm a little skeptical if they'll work or not, just because the size of the head on the screw head on them. But I'm gonna try it out, give it a go. All right, Grom, gotta go. Thank you. The fuck? Go around this bitch. Oh, look at that dog. Oh, catch her. Fuck you too. Assert your dominance. That was close as shit. Whew, oh my god, guys, that was way too close. That is the second time I've come really close on that road to having that happen. Thank God we're okay. Anyways, we can get back to this build. I just threaded this on there, and these M10 by 1.025 bolts are the perfect length, so I can actually run this whole thing without any worry. And I got these 2 extra ones here. I guess I'll just keep them just in case, since I tend to use this size a lot. They might come in handy. I don't feel like returning it. Let's get to bleeding the brakes now.
3 hours later.
Yo, what's up? It is a couple days later now. About 3 seconds happened in YouTube time. I've kind of got this brake system bleed. I'll throw up a video and show you the issue I was having. So yeah, that was the issue right there. On this, I don't know what this is called, but on this bolt right here that comes from the stainless steel line, there was like a crack or something in the very top of it, causing it to leak. Well, I used some steel stick JB Weld I have laying around to fill in that, and I think it's kind of working. If not, I ordered some more brake line from the SICK shop, and I'll use that if this doesn't work out. And it's bleeding. I bled the top of this just fine. I'm having this really weird issue at the bottom. This is actually why I grabbed my camera. I'm going to show you guys. I got this thing too from Harbor Freight, which helps a lot. Anyways, you pump this up right here, and there's the weird thing. It's like I have this really tight and it's like bubbling. So I don't know if it's something with the caliper or if I just have an air leak in here, which is likely. It didn't do it up at the top though, that's the thing. And you can see it slowly decreasing there. If I press this, all gone. And it stops. Mostly. There, I press it again. So I don't know if I just have a leak right here or if it's the caliper. I'm going to keep doing this until I get fluid consistently coming out into here. So hopefully it's just this, not the caliper. If it is the caliper, I have another one over here. I have the exact same one that I can use, just not as pretty. If I use this one, I'll just sand it down and paint it red. So yeah, I'm gonna keep giving this one a shot and figure it out. Also, these bolts I got from Home Depot work great. They work perfect. for this, and I can have full contact with the brake pads with my little tiny rotor there. Aha, it's holding pressure now. Sweet. Oh, that sounded weird. Yeah, it's holding pressure now. I'm gonna bleed it a couple more times and we'll be good to go. I think it's the caliper, might be a little messed up. You know what? Let's just skip to when and finish. Hey, everything is working now. I'm about to test ride it. The handbrake here is feeling real nice and stiff. It's probably gonna need bleeding a couple more times after it's out in the road, but it's feeling nice and tight. It should be working just fine. I got new pads in the rear here. We'll see if this caliper works out. I might need to switch depending if this one's having issues stopping or not. I'm about to test it out, and everything seems to be working, holding on tight. I'm gonna take it for a quick test ride and hope for the best. Oh, that sprocket's cold, I forgot. Ooh, my hands are cold. Oh, it's too cold for this. My hands are freezing. Handbrake sort of works, but not to the extent that I want it to. I need to tweak it a little bit. Ooh, my hands are cold. I don't know what in the world's going on. This rotor is warped, or is slightly bigger on one side, or something. I don't know. It keeps... I put two small washers here just to bring out the rotor, or not the rotor, the caliper just a tad, but you still get that right there. It's not that bad now, like tire will spin freely, but something's still hitting there. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. I'm gonna try it again. It's like 90% of contact on the pad now. I want the whole thing contacting it so I get the most stopping power, but I'm gonna see how this stops. Jumping down the street. Anyways, I'm tired of making this video. I am going to say my goodbyes. Thank you guys for watching. I got lucky that other day when I was on the Grom in the Cup. But thank you guys for watching. This is part 3 of the setup. We still got some plans for this baby. Catch you guys in the next video.